Today, from Lumen Field in Seattle, it's Week 5 of the...
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Ole Miss.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers? 1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss. Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
They go play action here on first down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They cut him a back-to-back plays breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play. And on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And last week, that was one of those games that he just wants to erase from his memory banks. But I'll guarantee his coaching staff won't let him do it. They're going to make him learn from it. He really looked like a rookie quarterback in that one. He's going to have those kind of outings in year 1. But the big question, what does he take away from them, and how does he improve? It starts right here in this game.
That's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. He'll look to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 3 catches, 82 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
This will be caught by Brown. So 8 yards on the completion there, and 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. Darius Slayton deep to return. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Johnson on its poke free. Football's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now back to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. The numbers for him from a week ago. 20 carries, 88 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 5. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that...
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Giants are in great shape here as they take over at their 36-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They work now on 2nd and 9. Quickly into the hands of Neighbors off the RPO. So he stopped for no gain. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
That is caught. He's got a first and maybe more. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton with his second touchdown here in this first half as his guys are able to extend their lead. Gano the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And the Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw here. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice.
Fighting through it, he's got space. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, down at the 31. Got a man, it's Brown. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second down and 3. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running 2, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Giants are going to get the football back. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact,
and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there, 51 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time, and the try for 2 is snuffed out.
you know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more enough to try to extend. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Giants. Wan'Dale Robinson. 66 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes it 21-8. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And now an audible here into something else. Now a play fake here on first down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It got his man, complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now?
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at
all. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
Now a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
He's got a man, complete. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. 21. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half. There he goes, left side. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the match... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Tracy going to get it on 1st down. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 10. Looking to throw. Caught on the slant. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Singletary. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Giants. Wan'Dale Robinson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Running left is Tracy. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's third down. They'll look to throw here. Now the pressure gets there. He goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the first. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Finding Smith-Njigba downfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw now on first down. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. Back to throw. Rolling to his right. Going for it all. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So that one is 4. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds. And obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands?
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 10. On the give, it's Tracy. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jarran Reed drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Jamie Gillen down as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And out now come the Seahawks. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Give that sack to Nakobe Dean. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Javon Holland. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Wan'Dale Robinson. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10. He's going to let it go again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Jigba. 71 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. The extra point now coming from Myers. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught at the 5. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works. And they get the 2 instead of 1. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
They'll go again with Tracy. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
They'll hand it to Tracy. And he is going to have a New York first down, and the Giants are going to win the football game.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.